back in time. Hey, everybody! Welcome to... I wasn't actually trying to do that. It was a spur of the moment thing, but it felt like it was appropriate. Welcome to Torg's Day Night. If only you could hear the behind-the-scenes chat, you would probably not get most of it. But we are here. We are talking about Torg tonight. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Faites Five. It's so good to have you back. We are here to see if Becca, on her third session, retains her face. So, when we, hello to John Doom, Phantom of Truth, and Zero Earth Element. It is great to have all of you here right off the bat. If you guys did not catch the Savage Worlds game from last night, there was what I would like to call, oops, accidental body horror. JM did not read one monster entry and traumatized an entire group of people as he just read the monster entry out loud and was horrified in real time, and then just doubled down, because that's what I do. Honestly, Becca, it was completely accidental.
Sure. I believe you.
Phantom says we could hear the behind-the-scenes chat if we just turned the audio on before the video. I think that's important to note. So, when we last left off...
JM, that's a Patreon benefit. You have to join Patreon to hear the pre-show chat. It's only like 3 or 4 minutes of inane chatter, but you definitely should spend your money on
it. Zero Earth Element
I
is
spend
correct.
my money on it.
Zero Earth Element is correct. Sometimes I hit go live on the wrong screen and don't figure it out in time, so if you're here early, sometimes you get to catch that. So when we last left off, our heroes, the Faites Five, had discovered that there is a movie, a propaganda movie, being filmed in Istanbul, 1001 Inventions of Dr. Mobius. And they have tasked, multiple people actually have tasked the Faites Five with infiltrating this movie set to figure out if it is true that the rumors are that they are smuggling eternity shards through the movie set in order to get them back into the Nile Empire proper so that Dr. Mobius can use them to create his reality bombs, which would be awful. So, yeah, Morrigan, we had some great, I think we're up to like quintuple crosses by Kit, Brother Block, definitely short-ordered cooked for a while. Kowalski only had one never-ending drink and rallied. He's possibly unionizing the members of the waitstaff in the Voice of the Headless's bar. Morrigan had one job, which was to make sure that Zorba promised nothing, and in return, Zorba promised everything.
All of it.
And then so what
Through
she
no
got...
fault of Morgan.
Now, no, I'm not going to say that. So, Morrigan was rewarded for her vigilance by noticing a sneak attack in the form of a grenade going off in Thistle region. So we're going to start with Morrigan. I need your dodge roll, please.
Oh, okay, sure.
Hey, great. Good to have you here tonight.
Quick clarifying question, Mr. JM.
Is that Mr. GM or Mr. JM?
I mean, whichever, dealer's choice.
Well, one says something about your view of me in this game, and one says something of your view of me in your whole life. So,
I mean, you really love my son who calls you Mr. JM, so I'm gonna go with that one.
That is true. Well done. Way to play to my sentimental side.
Which is Kowalski still stymied and vulnerable from being hammered?
That drunk.
Okay.
Drunk.
I assumed as much.
There were a lot of O's in that drunk.
Yeah. Drunk. What you get, Morgan?
Well, my dice exploded. So I ended up with a total of 24.
Awesome.
I get the heck out of Dodge.
You do get the heck out of Dodge. So, 24 is the target number.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, that's what I had to hit?
No. That's what you got to roll. I'm going to spend a possibility on this because I'm a jerk.
Always said so.
Yeah, that's true. Back here the whole time, right to my face. I've got to move this so that I can actually. So +9, you do get out of the way as the grenade goes off behind you. And the conundrum, again, full black body armor, sort of bone bronze mask of a skull with a question mark engraved in the head, is followed in by a large group of soldiers, about a dozen. 5 of them seem to be shock troopers. 5 of them are scarab warriors, so they're ones that have jetpacks and fly around. And 2 seem to be officers. So, Morgan, your face was what is imperiled, and may still be imperiled. You are apparently the VC of this group. Tell me when to stop shuffling. A joke only known to Becca, I, and VC, and that was delightful. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right. Cut or take the top card?
Nope. Take the top card. I'm ready.
The top card is face melting. No, mask power. If anyone is wearing a mask, which no one in is, a Storm Knight using the defend actions as the generated bonus, the bonus generated to apply to defenses and toughness. That's kind of cool. Approved action is defend and maneuver. Villains go first. As the conundrum steps into the bar, a surge happens. So on your when it gets to your side, everybody needs to make a check to see if they disconnect. They come. What do you mean?
Dice.
Sorry. Oh, I got you.
Oh, sweet.
Awesome.
As they come in, the elite shock troopers bring out their KK-81 rifles and they immediately target Brother Block as if they know what is going on. All 5 of them lay into Brother Block with long. Oh, I'm sorry. They're using their .72 KAR assault rifles, so they are doing a long burst. Oh, that's a good number.
Fight them off with the fry cooker.
Brother Block, as you step out into the room, hearing the grenade go off, you are shot in the chest by assault rifles that just pepper you. The 5 of them, they come in looking, they see Brother Block, they bring up their rifles, and they just unload on him for a total of 25, which I believe on your dodge is up. Is an outstanding success, correct?
On my dodge, yes. Yes.
James, thank you for following us. All right. I had you as 15 toughness.
I will bunker mode it for 17 toughness.
You have to be able to take a simple action to switch from regular to bunker mode because you can't move while bunker moding.
Am I not able to make that simple action?
You have to take a simple action on your turn, not on someone else's turn.
Okay. All right. 15.
So that's 6 up, so that's 5. That is a wound and 2 shock. I am disappointed in my shock troopers. A wound and 2 shock for the block.
I will totally take that with no soak.
All right. The Scarab Warriors take to the air.
In the bar?
Well, remember, it's a huge vaulted ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they take to the air. They're hovering maybe 6 feet off the ground, close enough that you could probably still spill a drink on them if you truly wanted to. Sir. And there are 5 of them. There are 5 of you. So that seems like easy math for me.
Carry the one.
They all shoot at Kowalski.
What?
Carry the one.
Carry the one. I mean, it would be cool if they all know Kowalski is.
And that is something that Zorba would suggest.
That does seem to him. Shoot him! Shoot him! No, they fire their MP40s in short bursts. So we're going to start. Just go down the list. Brother Block. 19 hits, so that is a good success of Brother Block. Kit. 17, 20, that is an outstanding success on Kit. Kowalski, with your vulnerable, ooh, that's a 10. A 26 means 9 up. So 11, 15 is 26. So Kowalski, that is a good success on you. Morgan, that is a 13, which is just a standard success. And Zorba rolled even worse. 11, which is still a standard success on Zorba. Zorba's just like, I brought my church. I'm going to be happy. Zorba and Morgan, you will each take 13. Zorba, you will take 2 shock. Morgan, you will take a wound and 2 shock.
Oh.
Kowalski and Brother Block. Let's see if this actually does anything. Brother Block, you are fine. You take 2 shock. Kowalski, ooh, man. 8. And that's 13. 13, so 9. Kowalski, you will take, dang it, a wound and 2 shock. Made that sound like I was very disappointed, didn't I? I gotta stop saying that. Kids, you had an outstanding success against you.
Yeah.
So, 13 and 6 is 19, minus 7 is 12. Carry the 1 is 2 wounds and 4 shock.
Okay, thankfully I took the force field perk. So I think that blocks 1 wound and 2 shock of it.
That's right. You can expend if you want multiple charges on a single thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I would like to expend 2 charges.
Kit and Kanan's reliable force field. We're there, so you don't have to be. So, all right, on a complete side note, Greg, my absolute favorite moment of Hercules, the Legendary Journeys, is when Evil Hercules shows up. And what they didn't know is that Kevin Sorbo is a lot like Ron Burgundy and will read and memorize the line as it is written. They forgot to put quotes around disappointed so that that was how he was supposed to say the line. This isn't my world. So he says, this isn't my world, and then screams to the sky, disappointed, and it is the best moment of Hercules. So, anybody fail their soak rolls, or anyone's just taking it? All right.
Right.
Kowalski, you hear through, like as you're sitting there, your big boot of liquor in front of you, the twisty straw that you were obviously drinking it from. All of the glasses around you. You're sitting there talking to one of the waitstaff, and you realize that all of the waitstaff is gone, and the glasses are blowing up around you. And as you kind of sluggishly turn around, you can see 2 shock trooper officers screaming, "Not everyone! The big demon!" And they're going to take a shot at you. Fire combat for them is 10. That's not super great. It's a 15 total. 15 total is not good enough to hit Kowalski, so they're going to spend a possibility. And get a 10. So 27 is a plus 9. So that is a 19. So that will hit you, Kowalski, for 2 shots.
Okay, so that's 1 shock because of my implants.
Matt, I'm glad that you'll stay for the Kevin Sorbo references. That warms my heart. And the conundrum kind of steps over the broken window. Morgan, you're hiding there. He kind of looks at you and says, "Who am I? Who are you?" And then he turns and starts moving through the crowd. And he's looking directly at Kowalski and Zorba. And he spends his whole turn putting bullets in the heads of innocent bystanders as he's just walking through. Are you me? Zorba? Kowalski. And so he manages to kill about 5 bystanders in the bar.
He has a long turn.
They can't have been that innocent if they were in this bar.
All right, you guys are up. Everyone roll a d20. Tell me if you get a 1.
I'm good.
Awesome.
I'm good.
I did not get a 1.
Did you carry the 1?
Yeah, but like, I carried it off my die.
Okay.
It's all twice.
All right, you guys are up. What do you want to do?
Great question.
I feel like I would like to, if Kit and Kowalski are close enough, I would like to grab Kit with one hand and grab Kowalski with the other hand and heal their wounds.
I don't have any wounds.
You don't?
I do.
Yeah, my force field blocked it.
Oh, you're good. Anybody else in trouble, or is it just Kowalski?
I'm good. I took 2 shock.
Thank you, though.
So it isn't so much a grab hand as I shout to him, "Brah," and I put my hand up high in the air, and he comes over and we high five for a magic high five healing. That takes basically no time, but when I finish it, with a 17, I believe he's good.
All right. Yeah.
All right, back up
Kowalski,
to full. I
You.
assume it looks like summoning the power of Grayskull when our hands meet.
It would. It would if you weren't so inebriated. And so it kind of is.
Sort of a droopy, kind of off to one side.
Oh, wait, he actually mishands, and then we do that thing where we grab each other's ankles and jerk them a little like we're dancing.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
Oh, I mishand, ankle. Oh, we're so cool.
Morgan, you you had a plan. I saw it clearly in your eyes.
Yeah, I did. I would like to cast Plant Shackles. And
Clam shackles?
medium
Plant.
area blast radius
Okay.
Makes sense.
is covered with plants.
Okay.
And people
Clam
are
attempts.
restrained.
I
Is there a
swear
way
she
I
said
can
clams.
do that?
You're fine. Sorry.
I'm with you too. We're locked eyes. It's great.
Yeah.
Is there a way I can do that without getting any of my allies?
The best one you could do is if you attacked the group of elites who just walked into the room, you could lock down 3 of them, no issues. Nobody All right,
Okay.
give me the roll. What's the target number?
Their Dodger decks.
Cool. Their dodge is 14.
All right. That's a 15.
All right. So what is a
I rolled a
stick?
It's a DN8 strength to break out of it.
All right, you got 3 of them, and they can't move. Can they shoot, or is it?
So it says at the beginning of their turn they can attempt to break free, and if they do, then their action is not consumed.
Okay.
If they can't break free, then their action is consumed.
They don't get an action.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah. And then I would like to scoot back.
Do you want to draw? There's a ton of things in the room. You could scoot back by Kowalski and Brother Block. You could flip a table and drop behind it. What's your?
I'll flip. Well, okay. Looking at my strength, I will flip the table. I will flip behind the table.
Okay.
myself. And yeah, get behind a table so people won't keep shooting at me.
I was just telling a story about you. All right. You drop behind the table, it is now Kowalski, Zorba, and Kit in any order.
All right, Kowalski is pissed in
Yeah,
multiple
like-
ways.
Yeah, just pissed drunk.
But that seems to
let's get pissed scenario.
But also he is kind of excited to see Conundrum/Canondrum there, on account of that he now has the whole collection. He will have fought all three of.
Do you have are you going to create like a frequent?
A punch card? Yes.
Yeah, like
we're
Bad Guy
getting a
Vigo.
punch card.
Okay.
What
I will
We
be
have
Bad Guy
action
Vigo
figures
on
in
this
his room.
recording, yeah.
what tips Kowalski off that this is even the cannon drum? Like there are no drums and no cannons.
That's right.
But I mean, I assume we've been briefed on like his lieutenant's actually
He thinks
like, right?
he thinks it's one of this guy's riddles because there
gotcha.
are no cannons and no drums.
Right. All right.
Right. So he points after high-fiving Block and his weird droopy light explosion. He points across the room at this jerk who is murdering the patrons of the bar.
Oh yeah.
And,
Like 100%.
and yells, "Cannon drum!" I'm the one you're looking for. At which point he then
Ooh, a
Thumps
frequent
his chest.
fighter card that definitely gets a. Sorry, Ben, but that gets a possibility. All right, go for it.
No, that is good. So he thumps his chest, and that pops the blade of his katana up out of his shoulder,
Okay.
which his flaming katana, which
Yeah.
he then draws, and I'm gonna charge him across the room.
Okay.
And probably fall over something on the way.
Yeah. So that is how it all happens in your head. The rest of you see it's it's me, and like kind of a stumble run towards him. Go ahead and give me the roll.
All right, here we go.
You do know I will be
This is-
reinterpreting all of your actions in this fight under the light of the haze of Boozahal.
Okay, but I may have drunken master here because I just rolled a 19, so
Ooh.
6 plus melee weapons, so that is 19 actual. So let's see here. Yeah, it's 19.
19. That is a good success.
Excellent. All right, so that is strength plus 3 damage. So unfortunately, that's only 11 points of damage, but it is armor piercing.
Okay, and you had a good success, so you get to roll a bonus die damage.
Excellent. So that is 11 plus 5. So
All right.
16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. That will be a wound. Conundrum, now you got me doing it. Conundrum will spend a possibility to attempt to soak. Hate you all.
All right.
In my head. A 10.
Okay. Now, when do so I can only
You can put one card in your
put
pool
the
right
card at the end of my turn?
now. Yes.
Okay, can I play that card now?
No, because at the end of your turn. So you can't play it for actions on this turn. What did you put in your pool?
Opponent fails.
All right. Mr. Furious, good to have you here. Go punch that card, Kowalski, the chat is cheering for you. Kit and Zorba.
I'm wondering, okay, I was thinking I might do my harmonic wave and maybe try and target some of the jetpacks.
I'd allow you to make a cold shot for that.
Yeah, I would like to do that. And I would like to, since a cold shot's already a penalty, so probably shouldn't multi-target, huh? Yes, I would like to take out the one closest to me, the
Okay.
jetpack.
I'm going to say that the jetpack is a -4 to hit because of its size.
Noted.
Okay.
Well, that was a 1.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's my thing. It's my magic thing.
That is true. You can use cards that aren't actions. And again, remember, opponent fails cannot be played on someone's soak roll. Only actions that target you.
Okay. We are still in the
Night that you cast all of your...
night that I cast all my stuff. So If I roll a 1, then I can roll another thing using my 1x4x9. Okay. And this is an addict. Okay. So that's a 17.
Kit breaks the rules due to the power of math.
So a +4, so it's a 19.
You did get
Oh, but then the -4 because of the thing, so it's a 15.
She did carry the 1.
a 15 is good enough to hit this guy in the jetpack. What's the damage?
Great question.
Explode.
Was that a standard?
It was a good success.
A good success. Okay. That is 10 damage that ignores armor
Okay.
for this jetpack. Plus 2.
That is exactly what you need. One of the jetpacks of the Scarab Warrior explodes, and it doesn't just so much explode as it. So they can basically they have flight armor on, and it kind of spirals out and hits one of the pillars, and there's a sickening crunch as he hits the ground. You guys can also see all of these plants kind of erupt through the floor, binding 3 of the elite troopers.
How many jetpack people are left?
There are now 4.
4. And we're underneath this big glass ceiling, right?
You are underneath this big glass ceiling, which
Is there any jetpack person that isn't necessarily paying a ton of attention to me? I want to run up behind him, and basically what I would like to do is engage his jetpack so he fires into the ceiling and just breaks.
like flies into the
Yeah,
ceiling.
just like running by,
Like just like
Behind
literally
him.
like
hit his jetpack on, so he just goes
I'm gonna
and
make that a
smashes into the ceiling.
maneuver. If you can beat his maneuver by 10, I will have that be player's choice.
Okay.
And maneuver being the approved action, if you are successful, you will get this lovely card.
All right. Maneuver is the thing I am worst at.
good news.
I don't know. Sobriety, gambling anonymous. There's a lot of other things that I think that you are not. Zorba is not great.
Following plans.
Following plans,
All right.
not making promises. Mr. Furious, Morrigan summoned plant shackles that locked down several elite troopers.
14.
A 14 gets you to, under maneuver, that is a success.
All right.
So you can't have him fly up into the ceiling, but you can make him vulnerable so that you could try it again next turn and cause him
Yes.
to go. All right.
Yes, that's what I do.
All right. You do get this wonderful card.
All right.
Enjoy. All the ampersands, welcome to the stream. All right, that is everybody. Next card. That's just great, is the title of this card. I have to roll a d20 at the start of this round. Ooh, it's a 20.
Oh no.
That is roll twice more on this table and apply both results.
Are they all good things?
This is the Sunshine and Rainbows table
Ooh.
for the DM.
Yeah, that was the trick.
Right? Weather and another. All right, I'm not going to triple set you guys here because so that's just great. Roll for an extra obstacle to add to the scene.
Mhm.
Villains go first. Heroes suffer a setback. Defend or trick are the approved actions. Rolled my obstacles. I got good news, and I've got. Actually, there's no good news. A storm rolls in, and the presence of 5 storm knights from 4 cosms, as well as the conundrum. All of this kind of comes together, and there's a lightning strikes the bar, but it strikes the bar with blue and red lightning as a reality surge happens, and you all disconnect, which means at the start of your turn, you will have to make a reconnect test, except for Zorba and Kit, because you are in your home cosm.
Cool.
which means if
Remind
you're
me what happens with. Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
I was going to say, with disconnect, you may not spend possibilities. That means there is no soaking for Morrigan, Kowalski, or Brother Block this turn. Additionally, you guys...
And Microcosm's quartered, actually.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
So you are
I
disconnected.
think
as well.
one thing is if we roll another 1, we will transform to the Nile Empire.
That is correct. And
Ooh, that sounds great.
items,
Yeah.
concepts, spells, and miracles that are not supported by the realm just don't work. So you can't do anything that contradicts the Nile Empire, which means if you have a spell that requires a ambient magic of higher than 14, you cannot use it. If you have technology that requires a tech higher than 20, you cannot use it. So that means, Kowalski, I believe your katana flames out.
His face looks so sad.
I know.
I got nothing. Everything I own is out of this axiom. I got nothing.
Your hammer is just a big hammer at this point.
But that's
Should we just run?
It's
no, but that's if we
actually
can
too
reconnect,
heavy
then you're able to
for
do
me
it again, right?
pick up and wheel.
Oh, it is. Now remember, you guys get to make a reconnect roll at the start of your turn.
Yeah.
Yes, Morgan.
The plant shackles axiom is a 20 for magic. Does that mean they disappear?
No, because it specifically said only is it a concentration spell.
No, it's a 1 minute. It
All right,
happens.
then I'm going to, out of the kindness of my heart, because these guys all get to go and they're all shooting.
Ah.
Oh man, I got Brother Block's. Brother Block, I've got your screen. It's so wide that your arm is now in the eyeball of the. Greg says, "Horns up, Kowalski. You can do this." And I kind of feel like that's horns up might be. Kowalski does share a lot of things with Miss Mason, so I can see some parallels there. All right, they are going to go. Becca, by the way, you have cover. Your cover, you get +2 to your armor while hiding behind the table.
Excellent.
All right. So 3 of them are going to make their attempts to break free. Triple twos do anything for me?
No, but that's an amazing.
That is a
amazing
-8 to everything, so they got a result of 2. So those 3 aren't going to do anything, which means Kowalski only gets shot by up 1 as opposed to all 5 of them. Or sorry, Brother Block. Brother Block, sensing an advantage, the guys move closer. Actually, no, one of them moves. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say I'm down to a toughness of 11, giving that none of my armor no longer works.
Still higher than mine.
And mine.
Because I'm the
You guys are
tank,
all like,
baby.
I'm not here to just.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
All right,
I
19.
showed up to get hit. My goal is getting hit.
Well, you're going to get hit.
Hooray! We did it! We did it, everybody!
Teamwork's making the dream work. Brother Block, your armor is. What is your armor, sir? 11, you said?
My toughness is 11. My armor no longer works in the current axiom
Because it's hard light. Yeah.
because
That's
it's
right, yeah.
technological armor.
Okay.
So I am down to a toughness of 11.
And this is that point where at some point every GM feels this, and then where they normally are like, oh, I should change something. It's just like, oh, that's what the dice rolled. All right, so Brother Block, I rolled a 21 damage with an armor 11. That will be 2 wounds and 4 shot. Kowalski, you see Brother Block turn, and just the bullets kind of spray. They don't go through him for a second. You think he's okay. And then you just see the blood starting to kind of come through his armor.
Brother Block, if you'd like, I can trade you my opponent fails card.
He can't use cards.
I can't.
Oh, I thought that was just
because I'm
possibility.
disconnected.
My
I can't play cards.
Stop looking
So
so happy,
I'm not
Jam.
dead.
You're at 3 wounds.
Yeah, right, exactly. I have 1 wound left. To death wound. Like I am definitely gonna probably pass out and be a lump of body somewhere. I would like to do so heading into
3 wounds, you're still up. You're not KO'd at 3 wounds unless you're out of shock as well.
I know, but 4 wounds is dead, and three wounds is real close. But I am charging forward because I am a tank, and I
It hasn't
am not
quite
a coward.
clicked. All right.
Yep.
Brother Block. All right. Morgan, Kowalski, they're going to, the officers kept tracking you even as you ran into combat with the conundrum. And one of them missed, and the other one rolled a natural odd roll. So Kowalski, evens or odds?
Let's do odds. I'm always odd.
I'm gonna roll this in front of you guys so you can see. So odd, Kowalski gets hit, even the conundrum gets hit. Oh,
It's
1.
1, it's Kowalski.
Can I go see what the one on the floor is?
Sure.
Oh, that one's a 4.
All right, so Kowalski, the K81 rifle hits you, kind of in the side. For your dodge is
Can you
17.
tell me real quick? I do not have my Tharkold book on me. Can you tell me what the Zan Endo MK3, what technology level that is?
Sure.
Because if that's less than 14, I might be in bad shape. Or rather, worse shape.
Zan Endoskeleton Mach 3. 25 is the tech axiom for that.
Suck.
So what does that mean your toughness is on this hit?
That means my toughness is 8.
Kowalski,
Ouch.
a wound and 2 shock.
Okay.
Bullet passes right into your ribs.
I assume probably all of my implants are probably also 25. Okay, so yeah, I don't soak that extra shock, and I don't have that extra wound, so we in the bad times. All right, so now I'm back
I was going to bodyguard you, but I would die.
Yeah.
The 4 remaining Scarab warriors, seeing Kowalski engaged with Conundrum and Morgan hiding behind them. 2 of them are attacking you, Zorba, because you're holding on to one of them as you're trying to maneuver him, like kind of holding him back, kind of aiming him like an arrow.
I'm trying to aim him at the head.
Oh, I know you are. Right, it just looks like a mirrored ceiling.
But I know where he's at, and I'm just trying to get him just that way.
Can read your minds.
It's not a bad time for a requisition.
And 4. So they shoot at you and completely miss you.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan,
I look at them with disdain.
I mean, just sheer and utter disdain. Fire combat 15, so that's 13. Morgan, you will get hit. I hit you exactly. So your toughness is 7. Their base damage is 13.
Well, it's 9 now.
Oh, right, it's 9. Well, toughness, yeah. So 9, 13 is 4. So that's 2 shock as the bullets thump into the heavy gambling table, and it kind of pushes it back sharp enough to catch you at the temple. And oh no, Kit, that's a 20. 11.
I give that to you.
You could also spend if you want to, your opponent fails, or you can play that at any point. So, Kit, I got a 38 to hit you, which is a plus 11.
Gosh.
11 plus 17 I'm guessing this is just an outstanding success against you.
Just gonna go ahead and play it as opponent fails.
Do you want to see what the damage is first?
Yes.
All right, so the damage is total of 15, which would be a wound and 2 shock, and you have 1 charge left on your force field. If you would like to use.
I'll do that.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All that is left is the conundrum, who
That's
turns
really good perk.
around
Oh my
and
God.
looks at all of you and says, "A white featherless bird flying out of paradise, flying over land and sea, dying in my hand." And as he says that, you guys kind of all go, "What?" He's making a trick roll against all of you. Got a 9.
It's okay. My
Do we get to do
mind
a-
is not good.
Roll against it.
No, this is just. All right, what is everyone's trick? We're going to start with Zorba.
My trick is 10.
10. All right, so it's outstanding against you.
12.
Outstanding against you. Kowalski,
5. My trick is 5.
if there was a better result that I could use, it would be against you. I just got a grade against you. I think that's the level above outstanding. Morgan,
8.
8, and Brother Block,
6.
I need to be tricking you guys way often. You are all very stymied and will take a -4 to all rolls this turn.
Even reconnect rolls.
Even reconnect rolls.
Nice.
What cards do you have in your
Nice.
pool? I get to discard 1 card of choice from everyone's pool.
Everyone's
Oh,
Cool.
You could spend your opponent's fail to prevent this whole thing from happening.
To everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's 1 roll against everybody. Kit, you're like, it's a snowflake.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I play my opponent fails for this.
All right.
So I'm the only one who's still reality rated.
It is. Oh, we have technological gremlins. Brother Black, I assume will be back shortly.
Oh.
Please.
The conundrum tricked him into thinking tonight's session was over.
That's right. That's how.
That was the trick.
That's a really
That was a
effective.
really good trick. I'm pretty impressed.
What'd you roll?
Well, so he starts with a base of 20,
Oh, ew.
and then I got an additional. When I set my possibility, I went from 9, and then I rolled a 20, and then I rolled a 12 on top of that.
I
So,
feel like
it is now our hero's turn. I would like to start with the connected heroes, and then we will move into the disconnected heroes. If you guys are okay with that.
There's only one connected
it's just
hero,
me.
and it's just her.
All right, Kit, you look around. Block is like dragging his hammer behind him as if suddenly he is unworthy of Mjolnir. Kowalski's just kind of, because when he pulls it out, it just kind of ripples from the base up, and here it just kind of.
Oh,
Zorba is just as handsome as ever.
Zorba is just as handsome as ever.
That superpower holds for all costumes.
That is
but you're
true.
probably no longer black and white.
Oh yeah, I'm no longer in black and white.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yes.
Oh, I think I got the wrong one. There we go. I need this one. There we go.
There we go.
And
Hey.
you can't see Morgan. She is very cleverly hiding behind the table. So, what would you like to do?
Oh gosh. Okay. So we've got.
Yeah, so just what I was thinking, Mr. Furious. I heard their trick things. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay. So we've got the conundrum. We've got 4 more of these guys who are flying. One of whom is really vulnerable, right? We've got. How many are still trapped in plant?
3.
3. So there's 2 up and about. Is there anything I can do to help my friends who have been disconnected?
No, and we're in a dominant zone. Well, you did help them because now instead of making the reality roll at -6, they're going to be making the reality roll at -8. They're going to be making the reality roll at -4.
It just seems
Uh,
like
Yeah.
a joke.
Hey, Kit.
Mhm.
I have a kind of a logic idea, which is that if we were to lead people up towards the voice of the headless's office, there's no way he would let them overrun his business. and he's a super psychic, so he might actually shut everyone down if we started walking every bad guy up towards that office.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to
Mike?
send one up there as the most direct route.
My thought is, though, that if, in fact, Mobius and his people knew that the voice of the Headless was here, he would have already done something like what he's doing right now. So I don't
think he can. I think the thing is that we are weak, and so he came after us.
Right,
but
but
the voice of the Headless is too strong.
I would guess the voice of the Headless is no longer in the room upstairs. That would be my personal guess, is that he with his people has gone. That'd be my guess, but we'll see.
Well, okay, it is a strong guess, but also he's completely immobile. That's like a goldfish trying to escape a burning house.
All right,
But he's also got people.
I
Also
don't-
can mind control them.
I also don't know how to get people up there because I don't think they're gonna follow me, and I don't think I can push them up there.
I mean, I'm getting people.
Yeah, Zorba is clearly
Well, he's trying to.
he's definitely
Yeah.
trying to.
Fire someone at the voice of the Headless to kill him.
Yeah, no,
There we go.
I'm tracking. Like, you
Uh,
got good chance of doing this if you can
So
just
I guess
reconnect.
my argument is that
No, let her. You made your argument. Like, let her say what she's about to do.
yeah, go ahead. He'll just protect his own interests.
yeah, I just don't know how to get anyone up there. Like, I physically don't know how to make that happen. So I guess I would like to possibly get behind some cover, also maybe like hop over the bar, but
And the bar is slick with alcohol.
And Kowalski's blood.
That's much Kowalski's blood, a little brother block blood.
I'll just like run around it. But I think I would like to. I'm trying to decide if I want to hit another one of the flying people or if I want to really attack the conundrum.
If you attack the conundrum with a ranged attack, there's a chance that you hit Kowalski.
Oh, with the spell.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay. I want to cast.
She's gonna throw.
Oh no, I'm so bad at that. And I'm the only one.
There are
who's
so many
connected right now.
bottles of alcohol.
There are so many. So that'll come later. I think I still want to go back to my harmonic wave and cast that on the conundrum.
All right, go for it. What's the?
It's against the target's dodge or dex.
All right, his dodge is 13.
Okay. This is a thing I also have now. I rolled a 7, but with my gifted numerologist, I can re-roll a 4 or 7 on spells.
Great. What is up with all of this math stuff?
Okay, that was another 7. So I'm just gonna. Okay, that was a 9. So none of this really helped much. Okay, so it's a. I don't think that one adds it. So it's a 9, which is a -1. Okay, whatever that is. So it's a 14.
A 14 hits. What's the base damage on it?
That is 10 damage. That ignores armor.
10 damage that ignores armor. All right, so the conundrum kind of steps back from Kowalski in a little shock. Yeah. All right. Who would like to go first? Brother Block, do you want to go first, sir?
Yeah, I guess so. I want to roll to reconnect.
All right, so that'll be a reality roll at -4.
Because, but I am definitely going to take a multiple action. So will that make it a -6?
It's a free action to.
Oh, it's a free action.
Yeah,
Okay,
free
so
actions.
-4.
Reconnection is free.
Oh, okay. So I rolled a 16 on my roll,
So +3.
which will be so that'll be a 16.
All right, you reconnect. For a brief moment, you are cut off from everything, and then you sense both the purity of the code forcing its way back in, and also that thread of sort of brimstone and suffering as it kind of pours back into you. You have been reconnected, sir. What would you like to do with your turn?
I I would. There are foes attacking us generally.
Yeah, you've got the 5 elite shock troopers, 3 of which are bound up in plants. Those are the guys who've been shooting at you since the start.
Yeah.
Kowalski's in base to base with the Conundrum. There are 4 scarab warriors flying around, one of which is got a Zorba hanging off of them. And there are the 2 officers in the back. You can see like Zorba looks like he's trying to aim his scarab warrior.
Okay, so I don't know if it's a maneuver or a strength roll, but what I would try to do is go after the minion that Zorba is controlling.
Okay.
And
Controlling is
generous.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. The
In
one that you're
contact with.
attached to. And then I want to grab their ankles like the end of a water skiing rope.
Okay.
So that I got 2 ankles. I'm going to spin them around. If Zorba is trying to point this gun in a specific direction.
No, he's trying to point the actual guy in a specific direction. It looks like he's trying to use him like a slingshot.
Like a missile?
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to help
Zorba
him?
and I are going to launch this dude like a human cannonball. And I would like to use either maneuver or strength.
Maneuver would be the one to go for it. Go ahead and roll it. And he is vulnerable thanks to Zorba.
Hey, I did something.
Yeah, you did.
About time.
About time.
That will be a
I'm
Don't
kidding.
forget your
You're
bonus.
switching a lot of things.
which is just a +1, which will give me. So I have an 11.
So, all right. So, one quick thing: you did succeed. Are you taking your -3 from your wounds on all of your rolls?
Negatory. I will spend a possibility.
Good, that would drop you from an 11 to.
Hey! Oh, sweet pants. Okay, so I had to use the possibility, but it got way crazy better. So instead of an 11, it is now a 21.
We're firing him right in the
Yeah,
place of the
you
head.
guys.
Right through that glass ceiling.
And that 21 with the -3, correct?
Yes, with a -3.
All right. So here's the thing: he is resisting you with all of his might. A 21. Oh wait, nope. A 21 is exactly what you need because of the initial vulnerability. I was like, you're too short. Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't an attack on Storvel. I'm sure with lips, he's average height for everyone in the Nile Empire. You fire this guy into the ceiling, and he hits it, and the mirrored ceiling cracks and just falls down around everybody. You can see the study, and the jetpack guy he dies hitting the wall, and the pack explodes and starts setting the office ablaze.
That wasn't my goal.
Oh, and it
That was
wasn't.
never my goal.
What was your goal?
That's what he was trying to do.
I mean, that's what I was trying
to help Zorba.
That was what Zorba's goal was.
That was what I was trying to do.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
That's
He was very
that's why
clear
the
on that.
Faites Five is the best team in AP history.
That is correct. Who's going
Sweet
next?
answer canceled.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I will try and reconnect. So,
All right, go for it.
What's the negative we're looking at?
-4.
I rolled a 4.
This is
Well,
not
the
a
good
roll.
news is you didn't roll a natural 1, which means you don't become part of the Nile Empire, which would have been an interesting twist on Kowalski's story. But you just...
Okay, so that's a
Oh,
Negative
you can
6.
still punch people, bro.
Yeah, no, we're going for it. It's -6. His reality is 13, so that's a 6. So I guess.
Yeah,
or
you
7.
do not reconnect.
That's not good. Okay. Well. Yeah, I'm feeling very odd right now.
Okay.
So I will place a hand on the Conundrum's shoulder, and I will be like, of all the gin joints
Yeah.
in all the world, or in all the towns, in all the world, you walk into mine. And then I headbutt him.
Okay. For a moment, you see the Conundrum's hand kind of come up to Kowalski as your hand's on there, and he's like, do I know you? And then you headbutt him. Go ahead and roll a hit.
That's a natural 20.
That's a good way to start.
So blowing that up. And a 15. So
Knuckle
that's
hit.
35. So that's plus 10 to my unarmed combat, which is 13, so 23.
Don't forget your wound penalties.
Oh. So that's
A 1.
minus
22.
1, right?
You're good.
22.
22? All right.
Mhm.
Well, a 22 is an outstanding success on the Conundrum's unarmed combat. So go ahead and roll your damage with 2 bonus dice.
Okay, so that is strength, right? It's just strength plus.
Just strength.
Okay, so strength plus 4, so 9, so 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage would result in a wound and 2 shock, which he is going to try and soak.
And you can't do use opponent fails on soaks, correct?
You can. He's going to have to spend another possibility to just not take a -6 to his reality. All right.
Also, because you can't spend cards if you're disconnected, right?
That's right. You can't spend possibilities or cards if you're disconnected.
Oh, you did it! You did it, Kowalski! You thumped in his Braveheart head.
You did. Your head. You kind of step back, a little ringing. You're not sure if it's the vertigo is from the bronze mask or the alcohol or the sudden loss of your aspirant constitution. But you kind of step back, and he kind of tilts his head, looking at you. The question mark seems to open and draw your eyes in. Morgan or Zorba, who would like to go next?
Morgan can go.
Okay. Yeah, let's see if I can reconnect. Oh, that's not great. It's a 5. All right, that's a 7 on my reality check.
You cannot feel the magic. It is far from you.
All right.
Your ears, no one can see it because you're behind the table, but your ears are starting to droop a little.
They should fall off like they're a
If you
prosthetic.
rolled a 1. What are you going to do, Morgan?
Well, I'm gonna draw my bow and shoot.
That totally works. Who would you like to shoot at?
On a 1, she just turns into a Ren Fair LARPer.
Oh my gosh! Yes. That's a great yes. Yes. Okay. I would like to shoot at.
You got him, Becca.
Sorry, I saw that
you get a possibility point for making Jam laugh so hard.
That's right, Mr. Furious definitely gets that possibility.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, I just saw that. So I would like to shoot at one of the elite. No, I'll shoot at the people who are stuck in the plants.
Okay, that's one of the elites. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
better.
This is great.
Yeah.
So, that's a 16.
A 16 is a good success against these guys. Go ahead and roll your extra damage.
Total of 14 damage.
What does it look like?
My bow. Yeah, so Morgan feels the loss of the magic. No one can see her ears droop a little. She starts muttering prayers to the earth, pulls her bow, and just shoots the guy like through the eye.
Okay.
And then drops back down.
So when you guys see her, it definitely looks like her ears are still perky because she's dropping down. And you're up, Zorba.
Zorba, looking at the destruction of the head's bar. Is the head still up there? Or can we just see...
You can just see the bar, or you can just see the room and flames.
I'm assuming... Zorba's going to assume his plan was successful, as he usually does. Zorba thinks back on his long life. Not that long. His career, B-list actor. Thinks about all the fun he's had since he became a Storm Knight. And he just sort of stares into the heart of the Nile Empire and accepts it. I would like to willfully take a 1 on my reconnect roll and join the Nile Empire as my home cosm.
Welcome, buddy.
I'll allow it.
All right.
I'll allow it. Unless someone in the chat can give me... We will have to essentially help Gabe rebuild Zorba as the Nile Empire version of Zorba. But I will allow you to spend possibilities and
To lower my roll?
use your cards. Yeah, I'm gonna let you have now reconnect. What does Zorba look like in the Nile Empire?
Oh! Yeah, like I gotta have that 1930s greasy hair. You know?
It's just kind of slicked back.
Well, even more than that, where it's
Yeah.
like it was like parted and just, like, you can see the lines of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You guys, hey Gabe,
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if now that you've become Zorba Ultimate, do you think that it would be possible
he was
that
Core
you
Earth.
could convince a couple people to line up to get your autograph?
Well,
Because if they lined up to get your autograph, it would work really good for my hammer.
So Zorba, what would you like to do? And we will come up, we will
Yeah.
rebuild your character.
That's great.
So let's go with it. No, Zorba was Core Earth. He just showed up in black and white films in the Nile Empire, which is why we had that. And this is
That's called foreshadowing, JM.
Dun dun dun. I'm gonna give you a Nile Empire possibility for that because that was brilliantly played. So, what would you like to do?
You know what? I'm gonna, at this point, go attack the conundrum. I got my magical sword. Let's see. Well, what is our goal as a group here? We are not winning this fight currently.
A couple people, and like some people are in plants, and most of us are.
Well, I'm gonna go take it. I'm gonna pull out, draw my sword, and do some like very Errol Flynn-esque like vaulting over the table to do some like very 1930s, 1920s Hollywood fencing with the conundrum.
Okay.
I
but
love
just
that
make
game.
it
It's like we are not currently winning this, but you know what will help? Movie
Plus 4 years.
sword fighting.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so
Could not have seen that coming at all.
that is 12.
A
That's a
12 hits his.
Oh no, sorry, that's before the. So the 16.
A 16 hits his melee weapons, and in fact, is a good success. So you get to roll bonus dice of damage.
All right, how many?
1.
2 points of bonus.
So what's your total?
The
And then chat.
weapon does strength +2, armor piercing. Strength +2. So 9.
Plus the additional 2 from the bonus dice.
So 11.
The brilliant display of swordsmanship forces the conundrum away from Kowalski and to focus on you, shocking him more than anyone, including myself. This is sort of like when Kowalski called out to the Torment Grid. Chat, if you have any good perks or suggestions for a Nile Empire version of Zorba Aladdin, still a dashing movie star, perhaps a charisma-based superhero, put him in the chat. I'm not saying that he's going to take them, but this could be a cool rebirth, if you will, for Zorba Aladdin. All right, the next card is Backs to the Wall.
I'm really sorry that I stopped him here, guys. I feel like this is my bad.
We have the 2 officers. The one elite guy still looks like he's up. He's being held up by the plant shackles, but clearly has an arrow sticking out of his eyes. There are only 2 scarab warriors. On this round, infinity results do not add bonus dice of damage for the villains.
Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
Approved actions are intimidate or tricked. Heroes go first, and all villains are fatigued, taking 2 points of shock.
Ooh.
Ooh, Certified Organic is saying swashbuckling is a perk you should take, and a trademark weapon. I want to give you more possibilities for this, but I'm just restraining myself. All right, Kowalski, I heard your voice.
Let me try and reconnect here momentarily.
All right, give me your roll.
That's a 3. So
Man. Hey, wait, is Conundrum still on Kowalski?
He gets a second chance. I'm playing my
I
second
think
chance.
You can.
Conundrum was pushed
Conundrum
back, is now focused on.
It's now focused on Zorba. You are being, and it just says you can play for anybody to reroll.
Immediately reattempt any action, the new test.
So you can trade it to him, but he
Yeah.
can't play it.
He can't play
He
it.
can't play
Alright.
cards.
Oh,
Dang
dang.
it. All right, so I'm still disconnected. I'm
Yep.
I'm a large, very confused red man with wings right now.
So, gang, should I swing the hammer on the 2 guys that I can actually take out, or should I swing the hammer on Cannon Drum?
Let's let Kowalski finish his turn because he started it with the reconnect roll, and then you can jump in with that question.
Yeah,
back.
I would say.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I probably can't pull my guns out either here, so I think I'm just gonna punch him again. So
Okay.
I will
Calling the conundrum.
take a swing back and
All right,
sock him in the jaw.
go for it. His unarmed combat is 12.
Okay, so that was an 11 plus my unarmed combat, so 11, that's nothing. So 13.
13 hits. What's your base damage?
Let's see here. Do I have any minuses because of my wounds and such?
Not for damage.
No, okay. All right. For damage, the base damage is 8.
Base damage is 8. All right, so you kind of clip him in the back, like in the ear. You sort of punch him in the ear as he's focused on Zorba, and he's like, "Ah, was that my ear?" And he takes 1 point of shock from your attack.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Brother Block had a question. Brother Block, go for it.
Stab my ear.
In shock terms, what do I need to make the conundrum pass out?
I just go for the other guys. Just smash the
he hasn't
underlings.
soaked, right? So he's kind of up on shock.
Yep, he has 4 shock left.
But he also has reality points to soak, right?
He does.
Whereas the other 2 ding-dongs have no reality points. And
The
cannot
officers,
soak?
have reality. No one else does.
Oh, the guys flying don't?
Okay,
And Greg does point
uh,
out there are spare automatic rifles lying around Kowalski, just for next turn if you need something to shoot. All right.
So are there 3 people with no possibilities left for me to hit?
Yeah, there's 7.
7?
There's 3 flying around, and there are the
Yeah.
4 elites, 2 of which are stuck in plants.
Get some.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and thank Becca and tell Morgan. Have you ever played croquet? Which seems like a kind of a British thing. She's like from Isle, so maybe she has played croquet. And then I'm gonna swing my hammer through 3 dudes, 2 of which are clipped by her clam shackles.
Which yeah, go for it. Roll it. Just Morgan, if you get your powers back, just make sure Brother Block's in that lightning bolt.
Oh, don't worry.
It's sure gonna work.
I'm gonna spend a possibility to make it better.
You're getting some great advice.
Yeah, I'm looking.
I'll loan you the Nile Empire. You want.
Minus 3 is a 5. So that is a 16 versus everyone's melee combat.
So that is a success on everyone's melee combat.
Is that including his wound? Minus.
Yes, it's including my wounds. But is it? Do I achieve a good or outstanding success on anyone?
With a 16, no. You are too short for getting a good success on the 2 people who are stuck in the plants.
I will drop an action on that.
Okay, go for it.
In
All right, so you
order
get a
to
good success
get,
on 2.
Yeah. On
What's
those
your base damage?
16.
All right, Brother Block, don't worry. Don't drop the action. A 16 is enough for to inflict a wound on everyone you just targeted. What does it look like when you take out 3 of these guys?
I strike through their midsection, but then the rib cages of the first 2 dudes become real pointy and stick through the 3rd dude, and so it's kind of like when Robin Hood shoots an arrow through an arrow through an arrow.
Yeah,
their rib cages did their spines did that.
There's a lot you process here. The real that giggle.
I'm so glad Gabe thought that was enjoyable. That's
That giggle that Brother Block just did was in character. You heard this kind of maniacal giggle as he's obliterating the rib cages of these guys, and you can't help but think that's something a techno demon would giggle at, not necessarily a cyber knight. Morgan, you got the touch, you got the power, you can do this. Give me a reality roll.
All right.
All you needed was the little Transformers inspiration.
Apparently, total of 14 for my reality.
You reconnect.
Elfier's back up.
Yeah, no, none of you can see it. The elf here,
Totally.
the magic kind of crackles
Totally
between your
lightning
fingers.
And the magic axiom level is 14 here, correct?
That is correct.
Tight. I'm gonna stand up. I'm going to shout, "Yes, we play croquet. I'll bet you." And I was about to say, like, I bet I do it better. And then I see like the shattered rib cage and go, "Bet you enjoy it."
That's right.
And I will shoot lightning at one of the guys flying around.
All right.
Because lightning is 14.
His dodge is 14.
Well,
So-
the axiom for
Yeah.
lightning is 14.
Now, no, Becca, just remember, you can cast spells that violate the core axiom because you can do yours.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. No, that was just because earlier with the other stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
when,
not being
when we
connected.
disconnect, it's tough. But if we're not disconnected, we carry all our stuff with us.
4.
What'd you get, Becca?
18. I want a little higher, I think. I want to add bonus
Possibility.
dice. Yeah, I will spend a second possibility of the 18. And add 18. Nice. So 22
A 22
is good.
is a good success against this guy. Can you get a card for +3 that would get you to outstanding?
No, I played my supporter +3, so help other people.
All right, so go for it. What's the base damage?
16 +2, so 18.
18. Definitely fries one of these guys.
Nice.
Excellent.
All right, who's going next?
I can go. Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to cast armor, but I want to cast armor on Kowalski. And I would like to see if it can manifest the way that it manifests in such a way that other villains are tricked into thinking that he's back reality, like he's back up.
Oh, so you want to do a multi-action and trick and cast armor?
Yes.
Do it.
Okay.
That will net you this card.
That was a 7, which I get a reroll. Yes. Whoever suggested gift to numerologist, thank you. That was 17, so much better.
All right.
So +4, so it's a 19. And so 17 minus the 2 for whatever.
So that is what is that for your armor or the trick?
Whoa.
Well, yeah.
So it's a DN10 for the armor.
So that would be a good success.
So Kowalski, you get a +2 to your armor.
Nice. And then what's the same value that you just rolled applied to your trick?
Oh, right. That's how that works. 14.
All right. Kowalski definitely looks impressive again. Here, would you pass that down to Zorba Aladdin, swashbuckling champion? What are you doing?
I am about to take another swipe at the conundrum, and I am say, "Take that, you!" and then pause, and then just sort of like call back, "Align!"
Somebody from behind the bar goes, "Scoundrel!"
Scoundrel! And then swing my sword again. Ooh.
This version of Zorba is going to get a lot of GM interaction, I can tell.
And it's a melee weapons roll.
Yes, it is. And for your melee, you get the +4.
Mm-hmm. So that is 10, 18.
18 is a good success. So your base damage is strength +2.
Plus 2, which is 9.
So it's already up 1, and then a bonus die of damage.
1.
10. All right. You shock him a bit more, forcing him back. Is that everyone? That's everyone's turn, yes?
Yeah. It is armor piercing.
Yeah, I reduced it by...
Okay, oh, that's it.
All right. So, I've got 5 guys left. The conundrum kind of looks down at the first 2 lines of a Z in his chest from fighting you and goes, 7?
I mean, like from his advantage, but it'd be a backwards L.
A backwards L? How did you know? It's what he says when he looks at you. He whispers the first 2 things under his breath and then asks you, how did you know? And he is going to like thunder before lightning, lightning before clouds. My rain drenches or dries all that it touches. What am I? And he's going to make a. Sorry if that blew out anybody's mic. He is going to roll a trick on all of you.
If we can answer his riddle, does that mean it doesn't work?
No, it's just so a 12 is a +0, but I think who has a trick of 12 or higher? Kit, you're only good success against you. Everyone else is like, I don't know.
Can I hear it again just for fun?
Thunder before lightning, lightning before clouds, rain that dries all the land that it touches. Tracking? I know Becca got it.
I'm really bad at riddles. I just always pretend that I know what they are.
All right. The success eliminates a destiny card of choice from every affected hero's action pool. What do you have in your actions?
Second chance, close call.
What's close call do?
Do I have to tell you?
You do, yeah.
Automatic soak.
Oh, I'm gonna let you keep the close call. Get rid of the second chance.
Oh wait, what's up?
What are your cards in your pool?
Oh, I have action and hero. I was thinking on the riddles.
Get rid of the hero. Kowalski, what's in your pool?
There are no heroes here.
I have opponent fails, and setback.
Get rid of
I'm
opponent
set
fails. Get rid of opponent fails. Morgan, what do you have in your pool?
Supporter and action.
Get rid of action. Brother Block, what do you have in your pool?
Second wind and adrenaline.
Get rid of adrenaline. And then he will apply the same thing to attack you, Zorba, with his pistol attack. He's going to fire his KK-08 pistol at you.
Uh-huh.
With the -2 penalty is a 10, which hits Zorba, but no bonus damage. So Zorba, you will take 2 shots from it. It's grazes you. All right, that was his turn. The 2 officers, realizing that Morrigan is back up and charged with magic, they kind of come around the table to try and they spray and pray around the table. One of those is a 1, so his gun jams. The other one was a 20, which is not as good. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Got 50. No, I'm just kidding. So that is a +10 minus the 2, so 18 over, which is Morrigan. So that's a good success against you.
Yep.
Does not explode because of backs to the wall. So where are we at here? 13, 18. So up 8. That's a wounded 2-shot, Morgan.
Fine.
The last elite takes a shot at Brother Block. Brother Block, you are all back up and good, correct? Reconnects and everything?
I'm reconnected, but I have significant damage.
Well, your toughness is back to 15, which is good. So I rolled a 19. Minus 15 is 4. That's 2 shots, sir. And the last 2 warriors...
I'm barely standing. But yes, I am still standing.
All right, 1 on Kowalski and 1 on Kit. 1 was a 10 and 1 was a 20. All right, so Kowalski +7.
Remember, he has his +2 to his armor.
I will not forget. 2, 20 + 7 is 22. Your dodge is, normally I do this math in my head, but your dodge is so damn good, Kowalski, so that's a good success against you. And I rolled a 1 on damage. Kowalski, what's your current toughness?
Oh, sorry. I was reading the chat. Oh, my bad. My toughness is 10.
Your toughness is 10. 14 points of damage means you take 2 shots. Kit, you got a 30 rolled on you.
Armor on me. Oh,
Just tell him no, it works.
oh no, that's not what happened. Look, you should look again. After I like shake the table a little bit.
Yeah, no, I see how this works. All right. Your toughness we have at 7. 15 minus 7 is 11. That'll be 2 wounds and 4 shock. Would you like to spend a possibility to soak?
I would love to do that.
Was this before we're out of time? Oh, thanks, Greg. I wasn't going to say anything, but that's awesome. I appreciate that. Yes, and Omarosu and Istanbul Nile Empire side is in that adventure. So that's
What? Get out of town!
No, I'm serious.
We can buy this?
Coincidence.
Okay, so I rolled a 1, but with my thing, I rolled again, which was a 3, but it has to be a minimum of 4. So that gives me a 5, which is a -4 to my reality, putting me at an 8. What do I need to be able to soak in?
A 10 to soak.
And I play my action
You
card
can't play your
to make it 11.
You take
Great.
what? Do you dodge? Is it just that your wrappings they can't get a beat on you? Do you just hold up your hand and stop the bullet with some sort of mathematical? How do you soak this?
I kind of like the idea that, because like I've had a pretty good day so far. Like I feel like I'm probably getting a little too confident that I do still like hold up the hand trying to stop it, but that doesn't work. But it does just go between my three fingers.
What you should do is divide the distance between you and the bullet in
Yeah.
half.
Every time.
Divide the half
You
behind.
invoke Leo's paradox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Last card, and we'll see where we end with tonight. We're gonna do one more round if that's cool with everybody.
Sure.
And Brandon, back in action. Any KO'd heroes recover 2 shock and return to the battle. Attacking is an approved action, as is taunted. Heroes go first, and villains are stymied, which means they take a -2 to all their actions. Who would like to go first?
Me.
Wow. Now Empire Zorba is commanding and confident.
That Empire Zorba actually does stuff.
I'm ripping off the conundrum's mask.
You're gonna, okay. What would you like to do to attempt that?
Just grab it and.
Yeah. So it's an unarmed combat.
Is it an unarmed combat?
Yeah.
Let me see. What is there a better way I could do that? Can I flick it off, cut it off with my, like?
Yeah, you can give me a melee combat roll. I'm not making a called shot though.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. -4.
-4. Okay, I'm gonna spend possibility. And remind me what the Nile Empire possibility.
If you spend the Nile Empire possibility, you want to save that because in the Nile Empire you can spend another possibility to roll a different d20 and pick the better of the two. The Nile Empire possibility, you basically get to roll that extra d20 and add all 3 dice together.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend possibility to reroll.
It's minimum
So it's 10.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be. Um. 9. 11.
11. All right. So that hits because of the stymie.
Okay.
I will tell you what happens
All right.
in private afterwards. But what I'm going to say is, you bring the sword up the side of his face. The mask goes falling off. You see the conundrum's face, and I need you to give me a mind roll.
All right. Okay. That is 6.
Okay. I will tell you what happens after we end the stream.
All right.
But when you do that, the conundrum screams, "Don't look at me!" And as he comes down, just a bunch of smoke just starts to fill the area. You can see things are deploying off of his belt, just like little Batman canisters everywhere, filling the area around him with smoke. Who is going next?
Is he trying to escape? Is that what's happening?
Question.
I think I would grapple the conundrum, diving into the newly smoke-filled area.
Brother Black, as you dive through the area, you come in contact with nothing, but I will not remove your turn from you. Yes, he is slippery and spends the possibility to escape.
A drat.
Well then, how many rube enemies are left?
3. 2 flying, 1 on the ground.
Okay. The one on the ground, I am going to grapple and hold for questioning, which is a strength roll.
Give me the strength roll.
Yeah, eat that. 17.
17 is good enough to get an outstanding success. You've completely restrained the final elite warrior.
Ha! Done. I'm out.
Who's going next? You had a question.
Oh, it was already answered. I didn't know who all was left.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Then I would like to. Oh, you go first.
I was just gonna reconnect. Go for it. Make
All right, then. We all believe in Kowalski.
Okay, we've got to see if Kowalski believes himself. That's kind of what this
No
role
ones,
is about.
No ones,
Kowalski,
no
don't
ones.
worry. Don't worry.
I do believe in
Okay.
techno demons. I do
Number
believe in
5.
techno demons.
Thank you. That's an 11, so that's a 0. But so his reality is 13. So
You know that disconnect? It's just been revoked. You get to go.
all right, my flame sword like suddenly flares back to life.
It does.
Yeah, baby,
Roll it.
back in business. Thought you were gone there for a second, little buddy. All right. Let's see here. We've got. You said 4 left.
There is now only 2 left. There are 2 guys flying around. Oh, and the 2 officers. So yeah, the scrubs are the 2 flying guys.
What would I need to do to intimidate them now their boss is gone? To intimidate them to actually back off and leave.
You would need to make an intimidate
man,
roll.
what if you chained them into each other? You used the chains and made them go.
Brother Block, you get an alertness card, by the way, because you attacked. Zorba, you attacked. You get a supporter card. You would need to make an intimidate at -6.
Okay. So what's is that an opposed roll on their part?
No, you just compare it to their skill, essentially.
Okay. So I would need opposed roll -6. So my current intimidation is 12. So I'm basically at 6. So I need to roll quite high. What am I rolling against? What's our number?
So I will be able to tell you that. So the Scarab Warriors number is 15, and the officer troopers the officers are 12.
Okay, so basically I basically need to roll natural 20 to pull this off, so I don't think I'm going to do
You
that.
can do a possibility. Don't forget you got possibilities, and you haven't been able to use them
true,
all fight.
And I have like a whole stack of them, so yes. Let's see,
Also,
not-
Kowalski, if you want me to go first, then I can put this drama in my pool,
Curse you, kitten Kate.
and then I could trade it to you to also use as a possibility on the rest of them.
That seems like a plan.
Kit, what are you doing?
Thing.
I would like to do my harmonic wave on 2 more jetpacks.
Okay.
That was a 4, which I get a re-roll, I think.
At this point, I don't explain. She's just like, it's a number that I don't like. I turn it into a 20, give you the finger, and then roll it. It says so in the book.
Yeah, you get it. Okay, so that's a 4, and that's a so it's a 17
With the -2?
with the -2.
All right. That is a good success. Again, it's a good success against both of them. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay, so that's 10 damage that ignores armor plus that's an infinity. That's another infinity.
No!
Plus 12, so 22, but 10 of that ignores armor.
All right. Well, these guys are going to spend their points for reality because a 22, so 14 would be 2 wounds. Their reality is start off at a strong 10. And I rolled double 4s. So the officers.
They're
You were
not
doing the
taking
flying
him around
rockets, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that actually just kills them outright.
And I'll put my drama card in here, so Kowalski, if you want to trade this drama for me, you can.
Walty, you only need to get intimidated -2.
Okay, so that means I don't need to roll a natural 20 now. I just need to roll a 17. Hey, because I've been rolling those all night.
That's right, you have.
That's a 6. So
Possibility.
Possibility it. So if I do one possibility, that drops it at least to a 10. So we'll get close to it. But that's a 19, so that's better. So it's a
That's
6.
a 25 total. So that's a +8.
Yes. Yep. So +8, plus my intimidation, which is 12, so that's a 20.
So that's a 20. These are reality-rated foes. Would you like a drama card on top of that?
It just counts as an extra
You
possibility.
gotta get a 22 to get to outstanding.
Oh, I play my
Oh,
supporter on him.
Okay.
He gets a +3.
Kowalski, what do you say? What do you do to intimidate these last 2 guys completely off the field of battle?
I basically take a step through this cloud of smoke left by the conundrum, and I sort of flex my wings as I come through with a flaming sword, and I just kind of roll my neck. It's like, you should leave.
As these 2 guys go back out the window that they came in earlier, you look around at the bar of the Voice of the Headless, which is in shambles. The gambling tables have been completely destroyed.
Shambles is another word for flames, right?
Oh yeah, the flames have been spreading. This bar is, man, if we had the budget where we could get like music on demand, you would hear the piano start playing, and as we roll out, as you all left the flaming bar, closing time would be coming on in the background, but like a metal version of it. So we're going to leave here. I love, by the way, how great the chat was tonight. You guys were so invested in everybody's roles and characters. That surge changed the, like, not even a surge, an auto disconnect changed everything. And I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a seat of your pants adventure for me. Every time I threw the dice, I'm like, cool, somebody's going to die. No one did. So thanks to Greg for the shout out. Thanks to my Faites Five crew. You guys are amazing. I love playing this game with you guys. Becca, thank you for joining us. You had a question, Becca?
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but the Voice of the Headless used to have a bunch of trophies and various gadgets
gone.
from dead bastard taking his toys with him.
No. I don't mean like taking his toys with him. I mean, they were consumed by high-octane fire.
And you broke the floor, so people looted whatever fell. So now there will be like new people running around with enchanted domino masks.
So we will.
That's what we did.
Yeah, we will be dealing with the fallout of this floor destruction. I do also like how it was a full circle. You have now. That was the first thing Brother Block wanted to do when he got here, was destroy the glass floor. So Heads Living.
And it's not my fault this time.
It's not your fault.
It is directly your fault.
Yeah, it happened because you helped him.
100%.
Oh,
You did it.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Character arc fulfilled, sir.
We will be back in a week with a brand new Zorba. We're going to talk about. We're going
to do a work building exercise. We're going to go on some rope missions.
That's right. Some trust falls. We'll be back in a week with more Faites Five goodness. Tune in on Monday for the final episode of the Horror at Headstone Hill. We're going to have our big showdown in the Aspen Grove. And we'll be back next week with more Torg. And on Thursday, tune in for just the wrap-up of our grimdark fantasy look at how we're going to bring that experience to life at the table. I think causing all of your Storm Knights to disconnect is a good start. So, on behalf of all of Iconic, for Becca, Ben, Gabe,
Jenny, my name's up.
that's right. Yeah, I'm just reading.
Okay.
We will see you all in a week. Thank you all. You guys are all amazing, chat. We love the interactions. We love the investment. We will see you all in a week. And until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay gaming. Have a good one.